Hi, I'm Vicki from Living with Sjogren's disease. Quite a while ago, I made a video about my medication. I wanted to come back and just make a new video about what I'm taking, why I'm taking it, what my qualms are and concerns about it, what is working for me. So that's what this video is about. I hope you'll stick around for that. And let's get started. These are what I keep the meds in. I used to use the big rectangular container with the little pockets that you pull up for 4 pockets per day. I needed a change. I needed to switch it up. And I like these because I could pull it out, put it in my purse when if I need to go someplace. And then I don't end up missing my meds or taking them way late. I also have my supplements in a second one. Well, this is the meds and that's the supplements. It takes me a little longer because it's not as easy. Those long rectangular, what do you call them, comballers that have the pockets that pull up. It's really easy. It's all in a row. You pull all the pockets up and go boom, 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 put your pills in each pocket. Not so easy with these. It's not so much of a hassle that I would stop doing it. The benefit of being able to pull these out, have them wherever I'm at, in my purse, wherever I go, is such a benefit. It's got this case. I purchased these at the Dollar Tree, so they were each $1.25. And the closures are pretty good. So this is how they open and close. So what I do is, instead of taking out the whole tray, I take all the containers out. I'll put the med bottle back in here. That's the only way I know for sure that I truly have done that particular med without constantly going back and looking, did I, didn't I? So I'm gonna do that now. Hi, so I moved my little operation indoors because it's breezy out there. It feels so good, sunshiny but breezy. So I'm nervous that all these little pills will blow off of my little tray. And it's probably not the best thing to fill meds out in that bright sunshine anyway, because the light destroys the medications. I don't know how fast that would happen, but that's why the bottles are usually brown or solid blue. One thing I do to help myself get the meds into the right pocket is I only open the correct one. I try to face them all the same direction. I just thought of something that I could do rather than this. And now I'm going to put these away and talk to you about the meds that are in them, why I take meds in the first place, the ones I take, and the ones I don't, or that I've stopped taking, and why. So the first one I take is allergy, and it is the generic form of loratadine 10 milligrams. I have horrible seasonal allergies, and it's year through, but it seems to take 2 tablets for me, so a total of 20 milligrams. I also take Flonase twice a day. It took probably 2 months for me to feel the difference. Sneezing, bad cough, headaches, constant rhinitis dripping, and that thickness right at the bottom of my throat. And this, it's pretty much the only one on the market that seems to work for me. Okay, then I take propranolol. It's for the tremor. I took it this morning, and you can see that it wasn't incredibly effective, although I had coffee, 1.5 cups. But still, even without that, it's enough of a tremor that it's annoying and makes it hard to fill my meds. I break it up. I have a 40 milligram tablet in the morning. Afternoon, I take a 20, and evening, I take a 20, because I just saw my neurologist not that long ago, and she said, well, maybe it's wearing off. I was taking 60 in the morning and 40 in the evening for a total of 100. The reason I reduced it is because my pulse rate was going down. The neurologist said, oh, it's okay, you can be at 54. A lower pulse rate means you're not pumping as much or pumping as often the blood, through the body and up to the brain and to the muscles. And if my heart doesn't pump harder, like the contraction harder, and so I just feel like the lower pulse rate adds to my fatigue. So that's why I decreased it, but the decrease doesn't seem to be helping. So I might have to go back up again because that's incredibly annoying. It is. If you suffer from a tremor, I totally feel for you, even if it's mild. The next one is buspirone. I take it for anxiety. I take it twice a day, 5 milligrams. I've reached a point where twice a day is overkill for me. And buspirone could be contributing to my tremor. Although for me, the bad anxiety I was having before, in the balance of things, that was more of a problem. And I thought it's a better, it's a trade-off. I've got the tremor, but that I can cope with better than the intolerable anxiety. Prednisone. This has been an ongoing dilemma for me. I finally have come to the conclusion, stop trying to get off of it. In the past, I have not done well off of it. And I know that it takes a while to rebound with the adrenal glands, those ones that sit on top of the kidneys. It takes them a while to get the message, oh, okay, we need to function and supply this cortisol. It's not coming in as much. Here's the thing. I think I weaned down to 0.5 milligram and then went off. And I think I was off for maybe a couple weeks. And then I had a rheumatology appointment come up, and I asked for it back because during those couple weeks I was downright miserable. With worse fatigue, brain fog, just everything was worse. All my symptoms were worse. And they did really push for me to not be on it, and all the side effects and all the things that can happen because of the prednisone. And I said, listen, it's worth it to me, because for me, my quality of life is really important. And for me, that's a balance. And so that's why I take medications, because they help me. Now, when they reach a point where they stop helping me or they make me feel worse, that's important for me to evaluate and say, well, do I need to keep taking this? Is it providing more quality of life, or is it working against me? I don't want to discourage anybody from taking meds, and I don't want to put any judgment on someone for not taking meds, because everybody's different, and you have to do what's best for you. And sometimes it's a path of discovery that's up and down, and for a long time I didn't take any meds except Plaquenil. And I was fine. I was just fine. I had my life back, until the Plaquenil didn't work as good. And I don't think it was that Plaquenil didn't work anymore. I think it was because my condition worsened. And therefore, then I needed something to help it get better. And at that time was methotrexate. I do not take methotrexate anymore. I've tried a few times without it. Over the past, 3 years, I've not been able to take it consistently because it makes me feel so awful. Did for 5 years, but I just reached a point where I simply couldn't anymore. Methotrexate ended up not helping me enough to be worth the symptoms and the ickiness and the problems that I was having, which were significantly increased fatigue and brain fog. And when I already have such bad fatigue and brain fog, taking something that makes it worse. And now I know that letting my body go with that increased inflammation, systemic inflammation, will work against me, and it does. And so that's why I take medications. So night meds, I take lamotrigine. It's a mood stabilizer, and it also is helping with some pain, I think, and some anxiety. I take 200 milligram tablet once a day. I take it at bedtime because it's a little bit sedating. I don't know how sedating it is for me, but if that is the case that it's sedating, like I'm being told by my provider, I have trouble sleeping. So why not save that up and take it at night? And I have fatigue. So why put that extra sedating effect on top of fatigue? So that's why I take it at night. It's very effective for me. I also take melatonin. This one's 5 milligrams. I have found my groove now with sleep, and between 5 and 10 milligrams works really good for me, along with the next one, which is trazodone. And so it definitely helps me with sleep. Other strategies help too. For example, not eating anything past dinner time. And if I want to eat a sweet treat, eat it after lunch, because anything after dinner will keep me up, but any kind of stuff with sugar in it will keep me up till 2 in the morning, sometimes 3. And that's just terrible. That throws me off, makes me miserable for several days. So that's why I take the trazodone. And then I also take duloxetine 20 milligram capsules for the anxiety and depression. The last one is esomeprazole. It is for the acid reflux. I was on omeprazole, and what made me nervous about it was the fact that it could cause cancer, maybe. Just all the risk factors. And I know esomeprazole is probably not the best answer either, although my condition won't go away no matter any of the dietary changes I have made. And it will come up during the day, and I'll just have so much and not be able to swallow it all. And there's already swallowing problems, right, from dryness. And so in order for me, I truly believe, in order for me to no longer need this, in order to help my quality of life, I believe that I need surgical intervention. I don't know where I'm at with that. That bridge I need to cross with my GP. Anyway, those are the actual medication, prescribed meds and over-the-counter meds that I take. The next video, I'll do my supplements. So thank you for spending this time with me. My hopes are that you'll feel supported. You go through so much, and I'm sorry that it's had to be that way. Give yourself permission to rest. Give yourself permission to do something fun and enjoyable instead of the dishes. You can see my kitchen right there, and the table's a mess. But I don't care. I do care. But I don't care about that as much as I care about you. Bye for now.